We are live from Kevin Scott Boyd Memorial Stadium at Elizabethtown College in Pennsylvania. Full slate of games today. Vin Abnu with you. Good morning here on BFA Sports. We've got games all day here at Elizabethtown College. Thank you for taking out some time on your Saturday morning to join us. Central PA versus Ofier. Ofier is in the whites, and they are up first today, going up against Wyatt Coakley, pitcher for Central. And we are underway. Strike right there on the inside corner, and it's 0-1 on the batter, Thor Kelly Jr., who'll be playing shortstop. That one swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2. We'll get you the lineups as we move along here. That pitch is outside ball one. Thor Kelly will be followed by Colin Kearney, Connor Flynn, Braden McMicken, Travis Rooney. The 1-2 hit foul out of play behind the plate. Dawson Sherman, Matthew Collender, Ben Tydowski, and Aaron Patton round out the order for Central PA. Ofier. Coakley deals. That one's upstairs, and the count's 2-2. Central PA wearing the black uniforms, silver numerals. And the 2-2, that one blooped into shallow left field. It'll dunk in for a leadoff single. So a good start for Ofier and Thor Kelly Jr., who knocks over a single to left. That'll bring up Colin Kearney, who'll be playing center field this morning. Full day of action right here on BFA Live Sports. Tell your family, tell your friends, we got baseball all day. That pitch upstairs and away, 1-0. Sun just came up about started to get strong about half hour ago. And then throw over to first. And Kelly is back. And another throw over. Coakley keeping the double play in check there and keeping an eye on Thor Kelly. And a third straight throw. Just really sinking in the message there to Thor Kelly. Stay put. Kelly may have other ideas. Pitch. That one swung on and missed, and it's 0-1 on Kearney. Sun coming out from sort of the left field side, kind of shining a bright light on right field and the first base side. We'll see how that pitch is in there for strike one, how it affects everybody playing on the right side of the field as the morning goes along here before the sun kind of spreads out across the field. 1-1 the count on Kearney. Coakley deals. That one shot back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Kelly leads off first, following a bloop single to left field. And already posing a threat to steal or take the base. That's 4 throws since he's been over there by Coakley. Coakley now checks for the sign, looks in, deals. That one in the dirt, good block. In the dirt by Helms. The 2-2. That one's low again. Helms digs it out, and the count's full on Kearney. Coakley throws over again to check on Thor Kelly. And again, back safe. By my count, 5. Throws over to first. Keeping him honest. Pitch to Kearney. Called. Strike 3, and he's down looking. So 1 away here in the top of the first. And that'll send Connor Flynn up to the plate. It is definitely chilly. As you saw Coakley take a breath there on the mound, you could see it's definitely a cool morning here in PA. That pitch is outside. Coakley deals. That one finds the outside part of the plate. Coakley dealing quickly, hits it the dirt. And good stop by Helms to keep Thor Kelly at first base. Count 2-2. And that one in the dirt. Kelly's going. Helms throws down to second high, and Kelly beats it. Kelly got a great jump there at first base and able to get ahead of the throw by Heim. And now sort of daring to possibly go ahead with the ball stuck there in front of between the pitcher's mound and the plate. So a stolen base for Thor Kelly. And one runner at second now with one gone. Count 3-1. Coakley checks on Kelly. And now deals. That breaking ball swung on outside, and Connor Flynn works a walk. So 2 on and 1 out for Braden McMicken. And Wyatt Coakley in a little bit of a jam here in the top of the first. Kelly singled to start things off. Now he's on second after a stolen base. Flynn walked and Kearney struck out. That pitch is in there for strike 1 to McMicken. Coakley checks the runner, now deals. That one nubbed foul back to the screen, and it's 1-1. So Ofier off to a good start, single and a walk. Looking to score first here against Central. Coakley deals. That one's a little bit low, and it's 2-1. Infield plays in at the corners. Coakley deals. That one chopped to shortstop. Flip to second one. And that's all they'll get. As McMicken beats it down the line, reaches on the fielder's choice. Connor Flynn thrown out at second. And there are 2 away. Runners on the corners now for Travis Rooney. Will be handling the catching duties for Ofier today. And just like that, the sun kind of disappeared for a little bit. Little cascade of clouds. Throw over to first to check on McMicken. He's back safe. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Pitch. That one swings on inside, and 1-0 on Rooney. Coakley looking to work in and into an added trouble here. Throw over to first again to check on McMicken. It's a quick throw over to first, but we'll see how the Ofier runners react throughout the game today. That one's in there for strike 1. Throw over to first again, and Rooney well ahead of the throw there at first base. See the sun shining back out onto the infield now. Pitch. Hit into right field. That's a base hit. Scoring easily is Kelly. Heading on to third is McMicken, and he's in there without a throw. It's a base hit and an RBI for Travis Rooney, and Ofier takes a 1-0 lead. Good heads-up base running by Braden McMicken, going first to third there. And a nice piece of hitting by Travis Rooney with a single, knocking in the game's first run. Here's Dawson Sherman. And quickly 0-1. Sherman will be handling third base this morning. Coakley deals in the dirt. Another good block at the plate by the catcher, Helms. 1-1 the count on Sherman. And a pinch runner over there at first base with 2 outs. And Ofier having a 1-0 lead. Runners on the corners, 2 gone. Coakley in the dirt again. It's 2-1 now on Dawson Sherman. Pitch. And that one low again. And it's 3-1 on Sherman. Infield playing double play depth up the middle, kind of toward the second base bag. That one chopped up the middle, off the mound to second base, and an easy recovery there for the shortstop, Serb, who steps on the bag and ends the inning there. Ofier takes a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Central's turn coming up next on BFA Sports. Back here in the bottom of the first inning here at Elizabethtown College as Ofier took a 1-0 lead in the top half of the first. Now Central's turn to try and respond against Matthew Kellender on the mound. Antonio Thomas will be first up for Central to try and get some hits and runs on the board. And tries to bunt his way on there and misses. It's 0-1. Thomas will be followed by Tate Yoder, Tyler Serb, Nate Helms, Austin Harder, C.J. Kellogg Long, Jensen Chestnut, Adam L. Dalfer, Parker Caporal, and Caleb Alman. Pitch inside, and Thomas bows out of the way. It's 1-1. Calendar deals the 1-1. And that one's outside. It's 2-1. Catcher is Travis Rooney. At first base, Braden McMicken. Ben Tukowski at second base. Thor Kelly Jr. at shortstop. And the pitch is outside. Dawson Sherman at third base. We'll go to the outfield. Connor Flynn in left. Colin Kearney in center field. And over on right is Aaron Patton. And the pitch to Thomas. That one just missed there, and Thomas works a leadoff walk. So he's aboard, and that'll send Tay Yoder to the plate with an opportunity for Central to get something going here in the bottom half of the first. And Calendar steps off the mound. It's a chilly morning out here at Elizabethtown College in PA. So Thomas leads off first, and that one swung on and popped up outside of third in foul territory, and making the catch is Sherman for an easy out number one. So Tyler Searb now the hitter. Shortstop for Central this morning. And so far so good for Matthew Callender. Checks the runner. Now gets set and deals. That one skied foul behind the plate, out of play. And it's 0-1. Calendar checks on Thomas. Now turns his attention toward the plate. Thomas was going. That one bunted up the line and goes foul. Thomas had second base easily stolen. Now he'll have to go back, although on a chilly morning like this, getting that running out of the way may help. Always how baseball, football, you start running around, you warm up pretty quick. See if Thomas goes again. He's out to a pretty big lead over there at first base. He is going. Pitch up high. Throw is high down to second base, and Thomas has the one easily stolen. He had a big lead at first and a quick, great jump. And Thomas gets himself into scoring position here with one gone. Calendar now gives Thomas a look, deals toward the plate. That one swung on and missed. And Searb retired for out number 2. It's a different style of pitchers here we saw in the top of the first. Wyatt Coakley paying constant attention to the runners at first. Calendar a little less with the throws. And Thomas out to another lead there at second base. Pitch up high to Helms with a runner on second and 2 gone. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Ofier. That one driven into the left field. It'll fall for a base hit. Rounding third and heading toward the plate is Thomas. Throw goes wide, and Thomas easily scores. Heading into second base on the throw to the plate is Helms. And we are tied up at 1. A nice piece of hitting by Nate Helms, driving the ball into the left. It looked like it had a little bit of life, and it did. It fell in front of the left fielder, Flynn. And just like that, tied up at 1. Helms going to second on the throw, so it's an RBI single. And again, we're knotted up at 1 with 2 gone. Here in the bottom of the first, it'll be Austin Harder stepping up to the plate for Central. Calendar looks in for the sign, now gives a look at Helms and deals outside, and it's 1-0. C.J. Kellogg long on deck. Pitch. And that one dances away for ball 2. Dimensions here at Kevin Scott Boyd Memorial Stadium. Sort of a short porch down the left and right field line. That one's in there for a strike. It is 318 down the left field line, 320 down the right field line, 367 in right center, 365 in left center, and dead center is 393. That one grounded down the third baseline, foul. And we'll do it again. So we'll see throughout the course of the day today if anybody has that kind of power. 2-2 the count on Harder. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning, tied up at 1. Callender looks in for the sign, now gives a look at Nate Helms, steals. That one in the dirt, the count's gone full. Callender walked the leadoff hitter Antonio Thomas, who later came around to score. That one called strike 3 on Harder, and the inning is over. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 man left at the end of an inning. Tied up at 1 here on BFA Sports. Top of the second inning here at Elizabethtown College. Ofier and Central tied up at 1 apiece. It'll be Matthew Callender leading things off for Ofier against Coakley. And that pitch outside 1-0. Callender will be followed by Ben Tydowski and Aaron Patton here in the top of the second inning. Coakley working quickly here, and that one tipped into the mid, but it's 1-1. Coakley deals outside. 2-1 the count on Callender. And as the sun starts to brighten up more of the field again here in the second inning. That one grounded through the hole and into right field for a base hit. So Callender, a leadoff single here in the second inning, helping his own cause on the mound. And Ofier has the leadoff man aboard. Ben Tokowski is stepping up to the plate for Ofier. And a pinch runner for the pitcher, Callender. One on, and Tochalowski takes a look at ball 1 from Coakley. Opportunity for Ofier to now pitch in the dirt to get back on top here and see if they could hold on to the lead. Coakley got into and out of trouble a little bit in the first inning, still trying to find something there. That one skied first base side out of play. He's got a good mix of breaking pitches. Some of them have missed. Here's the pitch. And 3-1 is the count. He's had a lot of deep counts so far, Coakley. Throw it at first. And back safely. Coakley paid a lot of attention to the base runners in the first inning. Starting with the leadoff man, Thor Kelly, who later came around to score. And that one clips the outside corner. Tochadowski thought he had a walk, and the count now 3-2 instead, so Coakley with an opportunity here to retire the first out. Infield at double play depth for Central. That one swung on and missed. And Tochadowski is retired for out number 1. And that'll bring up Aaron Patton, the right fielder this morning for Ofier. Coakley deals. That one in the dirt. Good block by Helms. And it's 1-0. Helms has looked good behind the plate. Nothing's gotten by him. He's done a great job of blocking the ball when it's gone into the dirt. And that one called strike 1, which is good for the mix of breaking ball pitches that Coakley has presented so far, whether it be a curveball or a slider. We'll see what he does here on the 1-1. That one hit in the air and caught at the shortstop. Throw to first, and they got the double play. It was a slow line drive caught by Searb, and the pinch runner froze like a deer in the headlights at first base, and a double play by Central gets him out of it. It is 1-1 here on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the second.
Make this your best season ever with Gamechanger's amazing new features. Like automatically compiled hit clips that load directly into your player profile, along with your stats. Watch, download, and share with fans and recruiters. Track pitch type and pitch velocity, and display it in the live stream. And watch it all, live, on the web. Check out these amazing new features you can start using now in the app, or learn more at gc.com.
Bottom of the second inning, off that fantastic double play turned by Searb. Caught the ball on the line, threw to first, and Central an opportunity to go ahead here. C.J. Kellogg-Long leads things off, the designated hitter. That ball in the dirt from Callender for Central. He'll be followed up by Jensen Chestnut and Adam Aldendifer, who is the extra hitter today for Central, and then we'll see how things go from there. 1-0 the count from Callender. And that one's outside as well. 2-0 on the Central designated hitter. So Central playing some great defense so far. We talked about Helms behind the plate, and then obviously the great play by Searb at shortstop. This one spins a little inside, but it catches the corner. It's 2-1. Calendar working quickly here in the bottom of the second. Throws a breaking ball, and Kellogg long a little behind on it. It's 2-2. It's probably the best changeup that Calendar's thrown so far. He's got him moving where he wants. The 2-2. And that one in the dirt. The count's gone full on Long. That one just broke right at the plate. 3-2. Calendar deals outside, and Kellogg Long felt confident about that. That was going to be called ball 4, and he scoots his way onto first base with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second inning. And that'll send Jensen Chestnut up to the plate. Bottom of the second inning, tied at 1. Here at Elizabethtown College. And there's a strike to Chestnut, the left fielder this morning for Central. And Calendar winds, deals outside. And the count 1-1 on Chestnut. Kellogg Long out to a small lead over there at first base. And the pitch, that one swung on and missed. Chestnut out in front of a breaking ball there, and it's 2-1. Check that 1-2. Good breaking ball this inning from that one. Driven into center field. Getting underneath it to make the catch is the center fielder Colin Kearney. And there is one away. Looked like Chestnut just got out in front of that breaking ball there, and it was able to drive it into center. But it dropped into the mitt of the center fielder Kearney for out number 1. So Kellogg Long remains at first. Adam Alderfer is the extra hitter. He's up to the plate now and dances out of the way of that one. It's 1-0. Calendar looks in for the sign. Checks over at the runner at first. Now deals to Aldenderfer. Runner goes. And no throw. So a stolen base for Kellogg Long. And he's in scoring position with one away here in the bottom of the second inning. One on, one out. Calendar gives a look at the runner. Now deals outside to Aldenderfer. Will be followed up by Parker Caporal and Caleb Oman. Kellogg Long leads off at second base, and Aldenderfer looks at strike 1. The pitch. Check that was 3-1, so it's a walk to Aldenderfer. And now 2 on with 1 out for Parker Caporal. That is the third walk given up by Calendar so far through an inning and a third. And he'll have a conversation on the mound with his catcher, Travis Rooney, as they go over the situation, discuss how they want to approach Parker Caporal. Obviously, the double play is still intact here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Tied up at 1. The RBI single for Central by Nate Helms in the first inning. Calendar takes a breath, deals, catches the corner. And it's 0-1 on the Central second baseman. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. Caporal shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. See what the runners do here. Kellogg Long out to a nice lead there at second base. Pitch called, strike 3. And Caporal called out on strikes for out number 2. And that'll send up the first baseman, Caleb Oman. Callender an out away from working out of some trouble here in the second inning. Game still tied at 1. Pitch. In there for strike 1 to Oman. Oman looking down to third base to get the sign. Knowing the situation here with runners on first and second and 2 out. Single could put him ahead. That one scorched back to the fence there behind the plate, and it's quickly 0-2. Just a little bit behind on the fastball from Callender. An opportunity to put it in play and give Central the lead. Callender deals. That one in the dirt. Runners go. Throw down to third is in plenty of time. Kellogg long thrown out at third in a developing play there at third base. A nice throw by Travis Rooney for the final out of the second inning. Still tied at 1. We go to the third on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the third inning, tied at 1. Vin Ebenau with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us this morning. First pitch from Coakley to Thor Kelly Jr. is outside 1-0. Thor Kelly led off the game with a single, later stole a base, and then came around to score. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-0 from Coakley, who's thrown 35 pitches so far as we get going here in the third inning. Pitch. And that one clips the outside corner, and it's 2-1 on Kelly. Both teams did their scoring in the first inning. That one hit in the air to center, and a nice catch on the run by the center fielder, Antonio Thomas. And one away here in the third. Thomas showed his... no, they're calling it a hit, and it's confusing Thomas. It's confusing everyone. So at the end of all that, Kelly aboard. And throw over to first by Coakley, and Kelly back. So a little bit of confusion here in the third. Colin Kearney, the hitter. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. Helms drops it. Throw down to second by Kelly. And he's in there. His helm slipped behind the backstop there. So just like that, Kelly aboard at second base on the stolen base. And a runner in scoring position for Ofier here in the top of the third inning. Pitch to Kearney. And there's a strike. And the pitch in the dirt. And it's now 2-1 on Colin Kearney. Kelly leads off as second base. Coakley deals. That one smoked to the screen, first base side. And out of play, and it's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Runner on second here, top of the third, tied at 1. Coakley deals. That one in the dirt again. Good block by Helms, and the count's gone full on Kearney. There's some cloud cover. Cascades over the field here at Elizabethtown. That one inside, and a walk to Kearney. So 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the third. And that'll bring up Connor Flynn, who walked in the first inning. Thrown out at second base on a fielder's choice ground ball. And an RBI opportunity here in the top of the third with 2 aboard. That one in the dirt, good block by Helms, able to get to it on the secondary bounce. And runners stay put at first and second. Ofier and Central tied at 1 apiece here in the top half of the third. That one in there for strike 1. Braden McMicken on deck for Ofier. The pitch. Smoked into left center. It'll fall for a hit and go all the way toward the warning track. 1 run will score. And second and third now on the RBI single and throw to second by Flynn. Kelly scores, and it's 2-1 Ofier. Kearney goes to third base on the play on the nice RBI base hit for Connor Flynn. And now it's second and third, and nobody out. And Coakley in a little bit of a jam here in the third inning. The pitch inside, dust him off the plate, does McMicken. Or does Coakley to McMicken, and it's 1-0. McMicken reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning and was left stranded at third. The pitch in the dirt. And 2-0 on McMicken with a RBI opportunity in the third inning, a chance to expand the lead for Ofier. And now Coakley takes his glove off, steps off the mound, and now back on, deals. And that one clips the zone, and it's 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And 2-2 as McMicken out in front. Coakley in a bit of a jam here in the third inning. Shakes off Helms, now sees what he likes and throws. Called, strike 3. McMicken down looking. And that's just what Coakley and Central needed here in the third. So now 1 out. And second and third, Travis Rooney, the hitter, had an RBI single in the first inning. The pitch. That one hit foul. Outside of third in its own 1. So second and third, 1 out. Ofier taking the 2-1 lead here in the third inning. Coakley gets the sign, deals. That one swung on and missed. And it's 0-2 on Rooney. So Coakley battling back for Central here, looking to limit the damage at just a run. The pitch. That one chopped to short. The only play they have is to first, and they get the out. Run scores. That's Kearney, and Ofier takes a 3-1 lead on the RBI ground out by Travis Rooney. So 2 gone, runner on third, and Dawson Sherman, the hitter, he thrown out in the first. Ground ball to second base. First baseman takes it, throws over to Coakley, and that'll limit the damage at 2 runs. 3-1 Ofiers. They put 2 aboard, 2 across. Here in the top of the third, they lead 3-1. We go to the bottom half on BFA Sports.
On that line drive out to the left. Cooper Bryan. 97.7 on that liner. For Cooper Bryan, he might turn 3. He is turning 3. Gonna hit the cut it short, and he doesn't need to slide.
Oh, rocket.
Wow.
What an outstanding catch. This is Fitzpatrick, and I call him the freak because this kid is an absolute specimen of an athlete.
We go to the bottom of the third inning here at Elizabethtown College. Ofier leads 3-1 over Central. After putting 2 aboard in the top half of the third, Matthew Callender back out there warming up with a 2-run cushion here in the third inning. It'll be Caleb Oman who will start things off here in the third after C.J. Kellogg Long was caught stealing to end things in the second inning. And Oman will be followed by the top of the order with Antonio Thomas and Tate Yoder. Calendars look good so far and found a good assortment of breaking pitches in the second inning, especially the changeup, having the Central hitters just out in front there. He's thrown 35 pitches through 2 innings, so definitely in good shape here, with a max of 7 innings getting played today. Callender finishes up his warm-up pitches, and we're ready to get going here in the third inning. Ofier again with the 3-1 lead, a nice top of the third inning where they sent 6 to the plate. Caleb Bowman with a fresh count and new at bat, an opportunity to get on base. That pitch outside from Callender. So we've seen a little bit from Callender so far. We'll see what the continued matchup does here in the bottom of the third. That pitch is inside, the count 2-0. The 2-0 from Callender. And that one bounces behind the plate all the way to the screen, and it's 3-0. Owen showing some good plate discipline there, not chasing anything off the plate. And he's got himself in a hitter's count here, 3-0, to start things off in the bottom half of the third inning. Callender deals the pitch. And that one clips the inside corner. It's a 3-1 count. Callender deals the 3-1. And that one heads on out, and Oman works a leadoff walk here in the third. So leadoff man aboard for Central as they trail 3-1. And that'll send Antonio Thomas up to the plate. He walked and later came around to score Central's run in the first inning. Opportunity to get on here. He's got a ton of speed. Pitch. Breaking ball. Misses up high, and it's 1-0. Calendar's gone more towards that changeup. Curveball and slider as opposed to the fastball. So he's leaning on his breaking stuff today. That pitch outside. And it's 1-1. Ullman leads off of first. Thomas with a 1-1 count. Callender deals toward the plate. That one smoked back to the screen. Thomas got out in front and spoiled it foul. It's 1-2. Got excited. He got a little eager there. He saw a pitch that he felt he could have hit into the outfield and just got out in front of it. But another opportunity here with a 1-2 count. Pitch. That one hit into right field. It's a base hit. Ullman will stop at second, so a single for Thomas, and just like that, Central set up first and second, nobody out. Thomas on that foul ball was looking towards right field, and he connected on the ensuing pitch to get aboard here in the third inning. And that'll send up Tate Yoder to the plate. He popped up to third, foul territory in his first at-bat. That pitch is outside, 1-0. From Bald Eagle Area High School. Runners lead first and second, nobody out. Callender deals. Showing bunt, back to the mound. Callender fields, throws to third, and they get the out. Ullman thrown out at third. Yoder will reach on the fielder's choice. Thomas stops at second base, so now one out. And runners on first and second. It'll bring up Tyler Serb, who struck out swinging in the first. Ofier with a 3-1 lead. Central looking to answer back. That pitch outside, 1-0. Nate Helms waits on deck for Central. He had the RBI knock in the first inning. Callender deals. There's a strike, and it's 1-1 on Serb. Thomas out to a good lead there at second base. Pitch in there for strike two. Nice pitch by Callender to get the bottom of the zone there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners lead first and second. Thomas, the speedster at second base, gets walked back by the glaze of Callender. He is definitely a threat to run. Could easily score on a single pitch. Grounded up the middle, right to second base. Steps on second one, on to first. It's a double play. Callender works into and out of trouble here in the third inning and gets just what he needed with 2 aboard. And a nicely turned double play by Ofier to protect the 3-1 lead. We go to the fourth on BFA Sports. We go to the fourth inning here at Englishtown College. Ofier with a 3-1 lead over Central. Vin Ebenu with you. Thanks for joining us here this morning on BFA Sports. Live all day from Englishtown College. We got a nice set of games here on a beautiful October day. Calendar leads things off for Ofier. That pitch in the dirt goes through to the backstop by past Helms. And it's 1-0. It'll be Matthew Calendar, followed by Ben Todowski and Aaron Patton for Ofier here in the fourth inning against Wyatt Coakley, who's thrown 57 pitches so far, including that one in the dirt, to make it 2-0 on Calendar. Calendar singled in the second inning. Was thrown out as part of a double play. That pitch takes a turn outside from Coakley, and it's 3-0 on Calendar. The pitch. And that one clips the outside part of the plate. So Coakley back in the count. It's 3-1. The pitch. Again finds a way to clip the outside part of the plate, and from 3-0 to 3-2, Coakley to Calendar. The leadoff man here in the fourth. That one in the dirt, and Calendar draws a leadoff walk here in inning number 4 with his team up 3-1, and his pitching keeping his team out in front. Ben Tochdowski is now the hitter. He struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1 this morning. And now a pinch runner comes in for Calendar. Tochdowski out on the swinging strikeout variety. And there's a strike. Nice pitch by Coakley there at the bottom of the zone. Calendar's pinch runner leads off at first. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Coakley and Central in need of a shutdown inning here in the fourth. Throw over to first and back safely. As action gets going in the Central bullpen, as you see down the right field line. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch climbing the ladder there by Coakley. And Tochdowski in a 1-2 hole. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the glove of Helms. And Tochdowski downswing for out number 1. Aaron Patton now the hitter for Ofier. He lined into a double play to end things in the second inning. Hit one right to Serb at shortstop. That one tipped and foul. Strike 1. It was like a slowly developing in real time. He hit a line drive, nice catch by Serb, and then pinch runner for Calendar that inning is that was outside 1-1. Just kind of froze like a deer in the headlights over there at first base, easily thrown out on the throw by Serb to first. And that quickly got Central out of a possible jam in the second inning. That one in the dirt. Good block by Helms in front of the plate. And it's 2-1 on Patton. Here, the runner leads off first. Driven in the air to center field, coming on to make the catch. And unable to do so, it drops in for a hit. So a little bloop single to center field for Aaron Patton. And now 2 aboard with 1 gone. Sending things back to the top of the order for Ofier. That'll bring up Thor Kelly Jr. Takes a look at strike one in his at-bat here in the fourth. He singled and scored in the first inning, also had a stolen base. And that helped things in the third inning as well as he scored another run. Ofier leads 3-1 here in the top half of the fourth inning. 2 on, 1 out. Is Wyatt Coakley in a little bit of a jam again here in the fourth inning. Pitch. That one grounded to second base. They got one play, throw to first, and they get him. So runners move up, second and third on the ground out. 4-3 by Thor Kelly. So second and third, 2 out, and that'll bring up Colin Kearney, who struck out looking in the first inning and then walked and scored in inning number 3. An RBI opportunity here in the fourth inning for Kearney. The pitch. That one a little bit low, and the count 1-0. Coakley deals. And there's a strike. Count 1-1 on Kearney. Coakley looking to keep it at 3-1. Pitch is a little inside. And it's 2-1. The pitch. And it hit him. And just like that, the bases are loaded as Kearney gets hit by a pitch. So bases loaded, 1 out. Coakley up to 75 pitches here in the fourth inning. As action has stalled in the central bullpen. Time will tell if a move is pending. Bases loaded, 1 out. That pitch way outside. And Coakley's lost the plate here in the fourth inning. Connor Flynn, the hitter, he walked in the first inning, thrown out on the fielder's choice ground ball. Had an RBI single in the third that knocked in a pair. Or knocked in one. Pitch is away. So bases loaded, 1 out. And now Coakley deals. There's a strike. And the count 2-1 on Flynn. Coakley deals. Outside 3-1, nowhere to put Connor Flynn. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ofier leads 3-1. And an opportunity to expand on that lead here. Pitch. Outside, ball 4. And Coakley walks in a run. Patton over to third. Kearney to second, and Flynn at first on the RBI walk, and it's 4-1. Ofier. Bases remain loaded. Now it's Braden McMicken's turn. Hit into a fielder's choice in the first, struck out in the third, swung on a miss there, 0-1. Again, an opportunity for Ofier to really put this one out of reach. That one spins McMicken around, and it's 1-1. As Coakley works to try and get out of trouble here in the fourth. Pitch. In the dirt to the backstop. And a huge backstop here at Englishtown College. That'll allow a run to score, and it's 5-1 Ofier. Patton scores. Kearney to third. And Flynn over to second on the wild pitch by Coakley. Now second and third with 1 out. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's now 2-2 on McMicken. Pitch. Hit back towards our direction here in the press box, but just a little bit to the left and out of play. starting to get our gloves ready here, and some of the fans were here as well. Kevin Scott Boyd Memorial Stadium. The pitch upstairs, and bending down to get out of the way was McMicken, and it's a full count. Second and third. 2 runs in here in the fourth. Ofier leads 5-1. The pitch inside, and bases reloaded on the walk to McMicken. Coakley's thrown 31 pitches here in the fourth. He's up to 86. Action stalled in the bullpen. This is Coakley's jam to work out of seemingly at the moment as he talks things over with his catcher, Nate Helms. 2 runs already in here in the fourth inning. Ofier up 5-1. Bases reloaded on the walk to McMicken. And Travis Rooney has an opportunity here to really start putting things out of reach for Ofier. He's got 2 RBIs on the day. Looks at strike one. Had an RBI single in the first inning. And hit into an RBI grounder in the third. The pitch upstairs. And it's 1-1. Rooney's done a nice job behind the plate this morning as well for Ofier. The pitch inside. Helms gets up immediately to check on the runners. Everybody's back. And the pitch in the dirt in front of the plate. Helms goes over to retrieve it, and the runners again stay put. Coakley up to 90 pitches here in the fourth inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch. Skied in the air in the infield, going out of play. Foul territory coming over to make the catch is Helms. Check that was the 3rd out. And that'll do it. 2 runs across for Ofier. It is 5-1. We go to the bottom of the 4th on BFA Sports.
Make this your best season ever with Gamechanger's amazing new features. Like automatically compiled hit clips that load directly into your player profile, along with your stats. Watch, download, and share with fans and recruiters. Track pitch type and pitch velocity, and display it in the live stream. And watch it all, live, on the web. Check out these amazing new features you can start using now in the app, or learn more at gc.com.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 5-1 Ofier over Central. Good morning to all of you. If you're just joining us, it's 5-1 right here at Elizabethtown College in Pennsylvania. Vin Abnu with you. Thanks for joining us here this morning on BFA Live Sports. We got a full slate of games for you today. We got 5 on the docket for today, starting this morning with the 8 o'clock game, and then we've got games throughout the day as well, with these high school ball players getting an opportunity to show what they got in the field, on the mound, in the batter's box, around the bases. Ofier with a 5-1 lead over Central. Matt Callender back out there for his 4th inning of work this morning. Ofier put up a couple more in the top half of the inning, giving Callender more breathing room and a cushion here, although he's looked pretty good in the last couple of frames. Gave up the 1 run in the first inning on the RBI single by Helms that scored Antonio Thomas. And then had a quick inning in the second. One of the walks was erased by a caught stealing, had a fly out and another walk. Double play, fly out, strike out as we head into the third there, and it got a nice double play in the third to get him out of it as Tyler Serb took. Checking that out, Tyler Serb, it was the shortstop Thor Kelly who got the double play. Leading things off is Nate Helms here in the fourth. And he looks at one in the dirt. 1-0. It'll be Helms, Austin Harder, and C.J. Kellogg Long for Central here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch. That one scorched right at third, and what a play by the third baseman Dawson Sherman. Perfectly positioned there at third base and caught it on the fly on the line. In perfect spot for out number one. Impressive play by the Ofier third baseman. One gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Nice play by Sherman there. Austin Harder, the hitter, he struck out in the first. Opportunity to get something going here in the bottom of the fourth. Team down 5-1. That one lined into the left field for a one-out single. So Harder aboard with one gone. That'll bring up C.J. Kellogg Long, who walked in the second inning, stole a base, and then was caught trying to steal third. Opportunity here to get some base runners. This was Central needs here to try and mount a comeback. And his calendar deals low, 1-0. Harder now out to a lead over there at first base. Calendar gives him a look. Pitch. Upstairs. Throw down to second. Runner goes. And it hits the runner. So a stolen base for Austin Harder, and he's in scoring position with one away. And that's just what Central needed in that situation right there, with Harder taking second base. So a hit in the right place by C.J. Kellogg Long here will produce another run. That one's a strike. And a ball and two strikes now on Long. The pitch. Scorched down the left field line and immediately foul. Rolls toward the bullpen area and the batting cages. So Long staying alive. Runner on second, one out. Ofier leads 5-1. Central looking to get some runs, more runs on the board here in the fourth inning. As that pitch is outside. Calendar gives a look at the runner. Harder deals upstairs. And it backs Long off the plate momentarily. And it's a full count on Kellogg Long. Harder leads off second. Calendar gives him a look. Now deals towards the plate in the dirt and a walk to Kellogg Long. And just like that, runners on first and second, one out for Central. And that'll lead to a meeting on the mound here between Matt Calendar and his catcher, Travis Rooney, as they mull things over. With two on, one out, figuring out what they want to do next, how they want to approach the upcoming hitter, Jensen Chestnut, who flew out to center field in his previous at-bat. Coach having a word with Chestnut over there down the third base line. Everybody's having some meetings here on Saturday morning. 2 on, 1 out. Runners out to leads at their respective bases. Calendar looks at the runners, now deals towards the plate, upstairs and away. And 1-0 on Jensen Chestnut. (5-1) Ofier here in the bottom of the fourth inning. What's worked for Calendar most today is Owen's chop foul in front of first, is his assortment of breaking ball pitches, particularly his changeup, which this morning when he's had it going, it's got that sudden drop right at the plate. He's had the central hitters chasing out in front. Pitch. And there's a strike for Calendar. And a ball and 2 strikes. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. Pitch to Chestnut, swing and a miss, and Chestnut retired for out number 2. So a big strikeout for Calendar. And that'll bring up Adam Aldendorfer, who walked in his previous trip to the plate. 2 on, 2 out. Central trailing 5-1. And that breaking ball misses inside, 1-0. Calendar looks in for the sign, now gives a look at the runner Harder at second base. That one grounded up the middle to second. Bobbled, flipped to second, and they retired the side. So good recovery there at second base by Ben Taldalowski, and that strands the runners here in the fourth. It is 5-1 Ofier. We go to the top of the fifth on BFA Sports. Bottom of the fifth inning, or top of the fifth, check that, and that one's quickly popped up to third, and coming underneath to make the catch for out number 1 is Tate Yoder. So quickly, Dawson Sherman erased on the pop up to third. So 1 gone here in the top of the fifth. That'll bring up Matt Calendar. Had a single in the second inning, thrown out as part of a double play. Walked and scored in the fourth. That one grounded to short, through into left field. Through the hole, the shortstop Tate Yoder, and it's into left field, so 1 aboard. for Ofier here in the 5th inning. So he's 6 as Calendar reaches, and Tochalowski is now the hitter. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one dances upstairs. New pitcher on the mound for Central, as the day is done for Wyatt Oakley through 91 pitches across 4 innings and gave up 5. That one smoked to the screen behind the plate. And count 1-1. Tochalowski looking to get something going for Ofier, up 5-1 here in the 5th. Comes from Scranton Prep. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, or did it? So we'll see the count there. Tochalowski with an opportunity here. That one called, strike 3. And there's 2 away. Runner on first, and Aaron Patton. Now the hitter for Ofier. He into a double play in the 2nd inning, had a single and scored in the 4th. A little check swing there, and he did go around the count 0-1. The 0-1. That one shot back to the mound. Throw to first. And a nice easy inning for Central. The only man to reach was Calendar on the E6. And a much-needed shutdown inning for Central. It's 5-1 Ofier. We go to the bottom of the 5th on BFA Sports. Oh, 7? Oh, got a pinch hitter. Is he on the roster? Okay. Yeah. Kowalczyk. That's one of the 18s. Oh. Oh, what, Kowalczyk? No, number 7. Oh, who's 7? Derek Ash. He's been in the whole time. Oh. I thought it was a sub, but it wasn't. I was looking at the wrong roster. Oh, we did? Yeah. Oh. He's been in the whole time. Okay. All right. Well, you know. Well, this is Caporal's spot. What number's at first? 28, Halo Woman. He's replaced by Kowaleski. I was trying to look up Kowaleski's first name. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Derek Ash to start things off for Central. And that one's a ball. Got changes on the other side for Ofier as well. Matt Calendar goes, his day's done on the mound. He goes over to first, replaced by Braden McMicken. And that one hit to second base. Bobbled, throw to first. Not able to recover in time. So the leadoff man aboard, Ash, here for Central in the bottom half of the 5th. As the ball bobbled there at second base by Tochaletsky. So an E4 allows the leadoff man to reach. And Kowalczyk coming up to pinch hit for Caleb Oman. And looks at a ball. Todd Kowalczyk. And the pitch from McMicken, a little breaking ball, misses inside. And it's 2-0. As Ash leads off of first. Leadoff man here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch. McMicken gets Kowalczyk to chase out in front there. The count 2-1. Ofier leads 5-1 here in the bottom half of the 5th. Throw over to first to check on Ash, and he's back ahead of the throw. Callender holding on the throw there. Check it, not Todd Kowalczyk, it is Hayden Keffart. They got a pair of 18s there. That pitch low. Runner on first, the leadoff man, Ash. Pitch by McMicken is in the dirt. Ball 4, and the first 2 men aboard for Central here in the bottom of the 5th. Antonio Thomas up to the plate with 2 men aboard. And a big opportunity here for Central in the 5th to start mounting a comeback. And Thomas steps out. And Thomas retreating toward the dugout, starting to take off his gloves. See if he's coming in out for a pinch hitter. And indeed that's the case. And a pinch hitter here, and it's also the pitcher on the mound. Pitch is smoked foul, and it's 0-1. Trying to find out a 31 here. No 31 seen on the roster. So we're trying to identify the player there who's pitching and now currently hitting here in the bottom of the 5th for Thomas. Runners on first and second, nobody out. That pitch hits the outside corner for a strike. McMicken looking to work out of some trouble here early in the bottom of the 5th. That pitch a little bit low. First and second, runners lead. Pitch from McMicken is in the dirt. Heads up the third baseline. It allows the runners to advance to second and third. So second and third, nobody out for Central here in the bottom of the 5th as they trail 5-1. Base hit could certainly score a pair. As McMicken wants a new ball. And now on the receiving end of it as Travis Rooney grabs a new baseball from the umpire. And the pitch. And that one low. To the slight chagrin of Braden McMicken on the mound. Working quickly here, though. But deals outside, and the bases are loaded. So McMicken comes on in relief. And following an E4, 2 straight walks. And now there'll be a conference on the mound with the infield and the coach. McMicken had come in for Callender, who pitched 4 innings, gave up just the 1 run, looked good. It battled through some tough situations on the mound, but he had a good breaking ball going. McMicken just having a hard time throwing strikes here in relief. And just like that, bases loaded. And now the tying run up to the plate here for Central with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th, and it's Tate Yoder. Yoder popped out to third base, foul territory in the 1st inning, and had a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Pitch lined into the dugout, and quickly 0-1, and a scary foul ball. As you see the Ofier head coach, she's like, nice recovery there, and wasn't expecting that. But he got the ball back in. Here we go. And that pitch misses from McMicken. Nowhere to put Tate Yoder. The pitch. Skied in the air to center. Heading over, and it falls in for a hit. That'll score a run easily. Now rounding third, heading toward the plate to score the 2nd run. Throw is up high. It's a 2 RBI single as Kiffert scores, Ash scores, and just like that, it's a 5-3 ball game. Thomas, check that the number 31 went to third on the RBI single from Tate Yoder, who went to second base on the throw to the plate. Still nobody out. Now 2nd and 3rd. And Tyler Serb, the hitter. Chance to tie the game. Takes a look at strike number 1. Fifth batter of the inning. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch outside to Serb. It's 1-1. It'll be a 1-1. Hit in the air to center field. Coming under to make the catch is Kearney. Successful. Throw to the plate. We're going to have a play. No. Run scores. It is a sacrifice fly as Thomas comes in to score for Tyler Serb. 1 away. And now it's a 5-4 ball game. So runner on third, 1 out for Nate Helms. Had an RBI single in the 1st, lined out to third in the 4th. Pitch, bounces, and throw. We are tied on the wild pitch by McMicken. Ball bounced right by the plate and went right to the backstop after that. So Yoder scored bases empty again since, for the first time since the inning began. McMicken having some trouble here in the 5th. 1 out and a 1-0 count on Helms. And now it's even at a ball and a strike. Tied up at 5 here in the bottom of the 5th. As Central has clawed their way back in and even things up. McMicken deals in the dirt, and it's 3-1. And the pitch. Grounded up the middle off the mound to shortstop and bobbled there. It will allow Harder to reach as the ball not fielded cleanly by Thor Kelly Jr. at shortstop. So an E6, the second error of the inning that allowed a man to reach by the Ofier defense. Played clean for the first 4 innings, but momentum shifting to Central here in the 5th. Austin Harder, the hitter. And that pitch is outside 1-0. McMicken deals. Skied high in the air into left center. Who's going to come over? And it is the left fielder Connor Flynn making the catch for out number 2. So it was Flynn coming over from left, Colin Kearney coming over from center. Trying to chase down out number 2, and it was Flynn who made the catch. C.J. Kellogg Long now the hitter. He walked, stole base in the 2nd, caught out stealing, later walked again in the 4th. So a pair of walks for the Central designated hitter, 2 outs. Central has tied up the game at 5 with 4 here in the 5th. Pitch from McMicken in there, and it's 1-1. Runner leads off first with 2 away. And Kellogg Long steps out to gather his thoughts. The 1-1. Runner goes as the ball goes to the backstop. Now rounding second, thinking about third, but staying put is Helms. And he'll stay there on another wild pitch in the inning by McMicken. Before the pitch, throw to second, and Helms back safely. As McMicken keeping him close. McMicken looks in for the sign. Deals. Rocketed down the left field line, skied and foul. Onto a berm there beyond the fence. And we'll do it again. Time called as Kellogg Long had stepped out. And does so again here as he finds McMicken taking too long on the mound. Runner on second. The pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Kelly fields, throws to first, and that'll do it. But Central comes back to tie it up at 5. We go to the 6th on BFA Sports. Thor Kelly Jr. leads things off here in the 6th inning. For Ofier, tied up at 5 as Central came back to tie it in the bottom of the 5th. And that pitch upstairs. It'll be Thor Kelly Jr., Colin Kearney, and Connor Flynn for Ofier here in the top half of the 6th. Tied up at 5 in the 6th as we are set to run up against as there's a strike, game time limit. The pitch. And there's another strike on Kelly. And that one upstairs, and a leadoff walk for Thor Kelly Jr. here in the 6th inning. Colin Kearney now the hitter. He struck out looking in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd, and was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. Hour 50 time limit as that one's in the dirt. Runner goes. Kelly down to second. Throw. And safe. Just ahead of the throw. Thor Kelly Jr. gets himself into scoring position here to start things. You see just under, and he got it in there just under the tag. A nice piece of base running for Thor Kelly Jr. to get himself to second base. Serb came in and tag was just a little late. Kelly now out to another lead there after the stolen base of second. And looks like Kearney calls time. Steps out of the box. And a big RBI opportunity here in the top of the 6th. Tied up at 5. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Chases one up in the zone. The pitch in there for strike 2. Pitch to Kearney. Popped into the seats behind the plate. So that was souvenir for a lucky fan here at Elizabethtown College. Kearney continuing to battle up at the plate. Runner on second. Nobody out. Pitch. That one's low in the dirt as Kearney continues to work the count. The pitch. Smoked into left field for a base hit. To third is Kelly, and he'll stop there as the left fielder Chestnut gets it in. So runners on the corners now after the single to left by Colin Kearney. Nobody out. Connor Flynn now stepping up to the plate. He walked in the 1st, thrown out on the 6-4 force. Had an RBI single in the 3rd and an RBI walk in the 4th inning. Another RBI opportunity here. Check that. We got ourselves a pinch hitter. Up, that is Connor Flynn. Runners on the corners. Connor Flynn all along. Pitch is in there as it just clips the inside part of the plate. Ofier looking to take the lead here in the 6th. That pitch upstairs. The pitch in the dirt. And it's 2-1 on Connor Flynn. Pitch. Skied in the air to left. Catch made. Tagging up at third and heading toward the plate is Thor Kelly Jr. to put Ofier on top. It is a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Connor Flynn. And Ofier takes a 6-5 lead here in the 6th inning as the sun starts to come back out here at Elizabethtown College. And that'll send up Braden McMicken to the plate. Fielder's choice in the first, strikeout in the third, walk in the fourth. Runner on first, one out. Pitch. Swing and a miss. McMicken on top of that inside breaking ball there, and it's 1-1. Pitch. High pop-up behind the plate. Helms able to make the catch. And an impressive catch by the central catcher, and there are two away. Travis Rooney now the hitter. High pop again behind the plate. Is he able to make the catch? Yes, 2 in a row. Impressive catching and tracking ability by the central catcher. And that'll end things here on the top of the 6th. It is 6-5 Ofier on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. here at English Elizabethtown College. Some changes for Ofier, who leads 6-5 here as we head toward the bottom of the sixth. It'll be Braden McMicken going over to third. Dawson Sherman going out to left, and on the mound is Connor Flynn to try and get the save here in the sixth. And first pitch is low, 1-0. Chestnut, the leading things off here in the sixth. And 2-0. It'll be Chestnut, Aldendorfer, and Ash. We've hit the time limit here at the stadium, so whatever happens in the sixth, the game will end. That one in the dirt goes to the backstop. For Ofier, they're hoping to hold on to the 6-5 lead and make it a 6-5 victory. Central looking to, at the very least, tie and possibly walk it off here in the sixth. Flynn gets set on the rubber, now deals, and gets a strike. 3-1 the count on Chestnut. Check that Kowalczyk. That one grounded to second base. Easy play. Throw, and the throw is high. And it allows Kowalczyk to reach. It went into the dugout. So it'll be a two-base error, putting the tying run in scoring position here in the bottom of the sixth. And the leadoff at that. So the error, the E4 by Ben Kowalczyk. This morning. He's had a couple of errors so far this game, and it puts Central in scoring position here. So a man aboard, nobody out. Aldendorfer, the hitter, swung on and missed. Chased one low in the zone and uppercutted, and it's 0-1. And the pitch. Flynn catches the outside corner. And it's 0-2. The pitch. Chased out of the zone. And Aldendorfer is down on strikes. So a quick 1-2-3 strikes for Connor Flynn to retire Aldendorfer for out number 1. And that'll send Derek Ash to the plate. Tying run on second here in the bottom of the sixth. Ofier leads 6-5. Pitch from Flynn is low in the dirt, 1-0. Last inning, last frame. Ofier leading 6-5. Central, again, the tying run at second. Pitch. And that one's in there, 1-1. Throw to second by Flynn to check on the runner Chestnut, and he's back safely. 1 on, 1 out. Here at the bottom of the sixth, Ofier leading 6-5. That is the tying run you're seeing there at second base. Flynn gives him another look, now deals. And there's a strike. Count 1-2 on Ash. Flynn looks in for the sign. Now gets what he wants. Deals. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Ash a little upset on the way back to the dugout. 2 gone. Ofier 1 out away from a 6-5 victory. And Flynn looking to pick up the save. Hayden Keffert. Last chance for Central. That pitch outside from Flynn. Tying run on second. Pitch. That one swung on and missed. Flynn looking sharp here in the 6th inning. It was a ground ball, then a throwing error by the second baseman, and then back-to-back strikeouts. And that one dances outside. It was a 2-base throwing error, which allowed him, being Chestnut, to get to second base because the throwing error went into the dugout. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch to, and we're going to hold on to that as Flynn checks the runner at second base. Now he's ready to deal to Keffert. That breaking ball catches the inside corner. 2 strikes on Keffert. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Ofier leads 6-5. Flynn deals. That one misses inside. So Keffert able to stay alive at the plate for Central. He is the winning run at the plate. Tying run at second for Central. Flynn deals. A little check swing. Called. Strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Flynn. As Ofier picks up the 6-5 victory. Flynn picks up the save. An impressive battle between Ofier and Central here on Saturday morning. Game 1 for us. Game 1 of 5. We've got another game coming up in just a little bit between the heavy hitters and Higgins. So stay with us. Get that second round of coffee, another round of eggs and bacon. And we're going to keep baseball going for you here Saturday at Elizabethtown College. Once again, the final score in game number 1 of the day, Ofier 6, Central 5. Vin Ebenu for our entire crew of BFA Sports. We'll be back in just a little bit.